Hi, how's it going? This is Resident of Collinwood. I'm here to review the 2003 movie Willard, which is a remake of the 1971 original. You know, there are remakes that aren't remakes that are their own version, and that's exactly what to me this is. The remake of Willard, it's not a shot for shot. See, I love this movie. This is what I mean by there are remakes you look at and you go, well, really, they're not doing exactly what the original did. They're doing their own version. And I don't know why I'm freezing. But technical difficulties already on my first video for March. Um, I'm going to look at this movie. I wish this movie would have got made in 1998. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. I'm going to compare this movie to a more horrible remake, the Psycho remake. Psycho, and people are going to be like, am I one of those people who think movies shouldn't be remade? Not necessarily. My viewpoint of a remake is, if you're going to remake some, I'm going to compare it to sort of Rob Zombie's as well. Rob Zombie's Halloween isn't a remake of John's. Rob, even though I don't like it, I've said this in the video previously. To me, this is Rob Zombie's Halloween isn't John Carpenter's. Okay? Well, okay. With Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho, the original Psycho, that was Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. So when you remake the movie in 98, and I know I'm getting off topic because I'm here to discuss Willard, and I'm going to. When you remake Psycho in 1998, it should be your Psycho. See what I'm saying? It should be your movie. It should be what you want to do with it. Not exactly what Alfred Hitchcock did with it. That movie has already been made and done and shot. I mean, you go look at the 1998 movie. What did they change? They changed one thing, and only one thing. The film was in color. Okay, and it wasn't the same cast. But, so two things. But other than that, it's the same exact movie, just in color. That's nothing. It's not special. That movie bombed and was laughed at. And somebody said, well, whose fault is that? Is that Vince Vaughn's? No, that's the writer and producer not wanting to come up with a new product for Psycho. And you're setting up the actor to fail when you do that. Here, you take Crispin Glover in 2003 and you put him as Willard Stiles and you tell a completely new story with new camera angles. The way they shot this was so intense, like right in someone's face. And they even did this with the rats too, with Big Ben and them. I love how they shot this. The camera work told the story as much as the characters themselves did, and that was key too to the way they did this. I love the commentary, the interviews done by Justin Beam. I love the rat video, man. Where the rats are running around training by the trainers. Thumbs up, big time. Awesome job. But to me, Willard is a way better remake and a way better story than what the 98 Psycho is, because simply it was its own movie. And this movie starts off, you have Crispin Glover's character who's lonely, living with his mother. He has a job, but here his mother is sick, and she has to lay in bed, so she's sort of like an invalid almost, but she does get out of bed. She looks sick too. She looks like that she's gonna pass away. Sorry, this is hard to hold. And I love this little chemistry you have between Willard and his mother. He's just so... I love Crispin Glover's face and eyes sell this movie too. He's so annoyed by her, like come on. I love that. And then he does try to kill the rats. He does try to get rid of them at first, but then he befriends Socrates. And him and Socrates, I don't know why that's happening to me. I could see myself stopping. I don't know what's going on there. Him and Socrates um, become friends. And I love that. I love that he understood the rat. He's trying to understand them. But though too, does he really understand them? Sort of like he's tired of everyone bossing him around, yet he's wanting to boss these animals around. And that sort of becomes, he wants, to me, Willard is somebody who wants more. Yes, he wants a relationship with people, but he doesn't want to be bossed around. Well, in the sense, so too, when he becomes these friends with these rats, all he does is boss them around. So he's literally doing to them what's being done to him. And that's the one thing that's always stuck out to me with this movie. That literally Willard Stiles, he's acting almost no different than the people he hates. And that was a good job by Crispin Glover doing that. Crispin Glover knows how to sell. It's something I said too. This is why I want Crispin Glover as the Invisible Man. Think of what Claude Rains was. Claude Rains was an actor. You need an actor to sell the Invisible Man. So prior to becoming invisible, and who better than Crispin Glover? This movie also shows R. Lee Ermey. He's been in a lot of movies, and one of the most underappreciated character actors. Here's the thing: you have two character actors in Crispin Glover and R. Lee Ermey who've sort of, I always say actors get overlooked. This is two actors who have been overlooked by time, over time too. They just got overlooked because of all these bigger names. And they're both in a movie together, and their chemistry is really well. I love his chemistry with the girl, and the staff is all. The staff, all but one girl, seems to not like the boss, who's actually out to steal Willard Stiles' company out from underneath him. And I actually like that. I like that you have a subplot here. There's not just the main plot of the rats and Willard. The subplot of this is what really makes this movie well done. And the trainers. The trainers worked their ass off with these rats, and so did the rats. The rats worked very well, and you could tell that they worked very, very hard with these rats. You go watch that training video. It's very well produced and very well done. I give this movie a solid. I always, before I give my rating, sorry. When I rate a movie, I always think, what could we see more of? I'm going to give this movie a 9 out of 10. And people are like, why not a 10 if you love it so much? Because I always want to see more of something. And what did I want to see more of? And I get where they were going for this movie, Willard's a Lonely Man. I wanted to see more of Willard and that girl. More of that he wasn't just trying to be a hermit and a lonely man, that he did want to have that relationship with other people. That's what I wanted to see more of. There was some of that there, but there needed to be more of it, in my opinion. That's just my point of view. Great job by Justin Beam for the interviews he did for Shout Factory. Those are amazing. If you, for any other reason, pick up this movie, definitely the interviews, the videos that got done is really, really cool. I don't know why I'm getting tint. Weird stuff happens. So that's my review of Willard. Again, the camera angles. I really love the camera angles for this movie. My phone is catching up. My tablet's catching up with my phone for beeps. Because I feel the camera angles, the way they did them awkward shots of Willard's face, you got the rats, So I swear no one's actually tinning me. That's just my tablet catching up with my phone. All right, guys, you have a good one. Uh, I don't know. I probably won't be back till March 15th unless I come up with something to talk about. So, because that's when the Return of Dark Shadows is coming back with his stuff. JP Betancourt, shout out to him. Um, and again, if you go pick up this Blu-ray, definitely watch the commentary and the interviews and the Rat Trainers video. I enjoyed that immensely. I thought that was very well done. And again, the one thing I want to touch on before I leave this is I might do a remake video actually after this. So I'm not going to touch on it here. That might be the next video I do prior to March 15th. I have a lot of writing to do, guys. So you guys take care, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.